This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Today we're here at Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, set to bring you all the action out on the course. And Frank, what can you tell us about Wolf Creek?
Well, it's a mesmerizing layout. You can see from above, Rich, in amongst all these sort of canyon areas and boulders and that. I've never really seen a golf course like this. It's like Disneyland for the golfers. It's phenomenal, and each hole has a totally different look. It's hard to imagine you can build a golf course in an area like this.
Here at the first and ready to get this round underway. How do you handle the 597 yards from the back tee here on the par 5, Frank?
The elevated tee, Rich, tee it high and let it fly. Get it down there far enough so you can reach this par 5 and 2. There is a little bit of water down the right-hand side. Really, that shouldn't come into play unless you're got into a spot of bother off the tee. But a good drive down there. Hopefully avoid those 11 bunkers that surround this hole. And it's easy to see where the green is because it's right underneath that rock crop behind it.
No fairway here, this one in that rough. Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards.
Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Second from an excellent lie. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Tug that one a little bit offline to the left, and he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. Hunter Mahan, Frank, is another in a long line of Oklahoma State Cowboys like Ricky Fowler.
And also has that ability to shoot incredibly low rounds. I mean, over the last 5 or 6 years, nobody has shot more rounds 63 or lower than Hunter Mahan.
He'll need to be strong with this. Well, that's what the great ones do. From the rough, they use their skill and their strength to get it out and get it close. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Good stroke, just came up empty. Here's a birdie try now for Hunter Mahan. 1 under early in the round. Makes the putt and goes to 1 under. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Did the job right there. Frank, you need to be a bit of a rock climber just to get to this second tee. 445-yard hole. What a view. And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Missed that one. And it is going towards the rough. Pretty good result right there, considering
It looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did.
Uh-oh, this one's going left, Frank. Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Now the second shot here to this par 4 second.
Well, you took some yardage off that tee shot because it's playing downhill, and the second shot, you might have to add a little bit on because it's going to play slightly back up the hill. Green has 3 different levels, and it'd be very important you get the ball on the right level. That bunker on the right, if you come out of it a little bit because that second shot's slightly uphill, there could be a little bit of a problem, especially if the flag's all the way in the back. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Frank, what do you think about this approach here at the second hole?
Once again, we're going to go a little bit back up the hill. Really, there's only that one bunker on the right. That shouldn't be in play. Green goes uphill and a little bit to the left, so you really got to try and make sure you work on the right distance there. Get that ball on the right tier where the flag is located.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Oh, he's going to love it. Great putt. Let's see if Blixt can make a birdie here. And rolls it in. Nice putt. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Just a couple of feet. -1 in the early going. Now on to the third, first of the short holes here at Wolf Creek. Uphill shot, Frank?
Yes, it's going to play a little longer because of that. Then it's 227 yards off the back tee. Hard to imagine you have a par 3 in amongst this desert. And really, that's all it is. Tee and green. There's not much in between. Well protected, as you can see, by those bunkers. And this green a little smaller than what you'd like for a hole that's around that 230-yard mark. This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
Well, it might not be as bad as it looks.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options. And you don't have to hit the ball first.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one. Remember, out of the rough. Expect the ball to jump forward a little bit.
Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole.
And the lie pretty much dictated the result. Thick rough, tough to get that all the way to the green.
Trying to muscle it out of there, but you had to be Schwarzenegger to get that one done. And getting ready for the putt. This one looks good. Might like it. Oh, they're going to love it. What a putt. One of the game's rising stars, Jonas Blixt, originally from Sweden, has this for par. Good stroke right there. That's a par. And stays at 1 under. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. So with that, the score is now at even par. Here at the fourth, 383 yards from the back tee. It's a dogleg right, but Frank, looking at all of those bunkers, you could really make a mess of this hole if you stray.
You can. That's why you've got to simplify it. Just something there that's going to find the fairway. Even like 3-wood and a wedge, that's really all this hole's going to require. Avoid the canyons on the left and in the desert, as well as just, I don't know how many bunkers there is on the right side. So a little bit of fairway up the left, find that there, and really, you should be looking at a birdie putt. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
This has no chance of finding the fairway. This is turning left.
Wow, way to the right here.
And there's rough over there.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie.
in the direction of the sand.
Looks like it. Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Here now the second shot. It's 120 yards. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know, it might just go in.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Makes it right in the center. Blixt with a birdie attempt here. Just like that, now at 2 under.
Even par currently.
Clean this up with a tap. Just a shade over par, +1. We're in the desert, partner. I need water.
You're going to get it here, Rich. Par 5 second hole's got a nice stream that runs down the left side, as well as cutting the fairway. There's a crop of some 3 bunkers down that right side. I want to avoid that, but, Rich, this hole isn't too long. Under 500 yards, not even going to play that long, so very reachable.
Good contact, good result. Frankie could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach, too. And, Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up.
Well, a bit unfortunate in the bunker, Frank.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his bunker play's like.
Frank, what's it going to take here on this approach at the par 5?
Well, some people might actually try and bounce it in between those 2 bunkers and run the ball up on the green, but personally, I'd try and actually take a hybrid or something with a little bit more loft and try and fly the ball. Take those 2 bunkers out of play.
Second shot from 160. That looked like a miss hit, Frank.
The lie was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club?
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. This is a good-looking shot. That was a solid strike and a good result. So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, who you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, it was they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was an inch or two. Aim the club at that and made sure they followed through.
Did the smart thing there, Frank. Took his medicine, back out onto the fairway. Settles in over the putt. Frank, that looked good to me. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Hunter Mahan for par. Wow, I thought that was in. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Back to par for the round. Putt for par. Needs one. Has his par. So they'll tap in. That takes him to 1 under on the day. Frank, standing on the 6th tee and looking out at this golf course, I can't help but think that if you hit it offline here, you're going to be playing golf with the billy goats.
Yeah, you might actually turn into a billy goat come the end of the day, that's for sure. The huge elevation changes, once again, are apparent here at the 6th. Tis a dogleg to the right, not really a driver unless you want to sort of bring that creek into play or that little stream that cuts across. Second shot, a little bit uphill. Those bunkers are really where you shouldn't go. We all know that. And this green is anything other than flat. A fun-looking hole, too, and a fun hole to play.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Frank, I hate to go negative, but let's clear a few things up. The penalties when you hit it in the water versus hitting it out of bounds.
Yeah, some people, that's a good question, Rich, because some people think they're almost the same, but when you hit it out of bounds, you're actually losing a stroke and a distance. For example, if I'm teeing off on a par 4 and I hit it out of bounds, I'm penalised a stroke for hitting out of bounds, and I'm hitting my third shot off the tee. When I hit it into a water hazard, I don't have to lose all of that distance. I can drop the ball up just short of the water hazard. So the distance penalty isn't the same as if it was out of bounds.
Now on to his third shot after the last one went into the water. Well, he's on the green, but still plenty of work left. About a 25-footer coming up, 99 yards away. Frank, what does the player need to consider on this approach shot here at the 6th?
There's only really one bunker that's a problem. That's the one on the left side. It shouldn't really come into play if you're playing nicely. It's a little narrow in the front, and this green starts to widen up. Once again, distance control and adjusting for the altitude. It doesn't go in, you got to add another one to the scorecard.
And that's where the golf ball's just staring at you and
Oh, yeah.
mocking you and laughing at you.
You know deep down it's smiling too, don't you?
he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
These putts keep the round together. Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
And getting ready for the putt. So frustrating sometimes on the greens, isn't it? Drop shot here at the 6th. So just a formality here. Did the job right there. This for him would be one drop shot. Now at 1 under for the round. Tough bogey right there, moves to 1 over par. Well, everybody loves the short par 4, and here we have one, Frank, just 302 yards, the 7th hole.
And this hole is anything other than straightforward, Rich. Huge drop-off at the front of the screen that is surrounded by water. So it's going to be a layup off the tee, really, to try and get the right yardage. This green is very, it's not very deep, but it's extremely wide. The hardest thing is to try and get a flat lie with whatever club you decide to hit off the tee and get the right yardage. Otherwise, that green...
So toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on.
Third shot now, after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No chance. Frank, this is where a round can get away. You've just knocked it OB.
Yeah, that shot's never going to come back now. So he doesn't want to compile the error.
So now he's playing his third shot, Frank, after hitting it OB.
Yeah, good tee shot, though. So see if he can string a couple of good shots together now.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
Just too much juicy grass between the ball and the club face. It's always going to come up short out of that sort of light.
Frank, what's the best way to get at the golf ball when it's sitting down just a bit in the rough?
You have to accept the fact first and foremost that you're not going to get clean contacts. You have to decide whether the ball's going to come out short or it's going to fly. Because very rarely will it come out the normal distance of what you hit on the fairway. So if it's a little thin and wispy, chances are it might fly. If it's nestled down, you're going to have to take at least another club.
Shouldn't be a problem here. So, 2 over par for the round. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Back to par for the round. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Nice par to remain 1 under. Par 3 8th, 248 yards down to the green. What a hole.
Yeah, maybe you put your two hands together, make a little prayer. You might make two, but you make three here and run to the next tee. This is it's just a gorgeous par 3. Yeah, but it is tough. Every bit as tough as what it is pretty, as a matter of fact.
Frank, not easy to keep your eye on the target when you've just splashed down.
Yeah, but on the flip side too, one bad shot doesn't have to lead to two.
So this will be the 3rd shot after taking a drop with the ball going in the water.
Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, rough.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Yes, he's holed it, Frank.
Unbelievable. From that distance.
Frank, we've seen guys like Phil Mickelson hit it off the cart path. How tough is this shot?
Well, for a high-level professional, actually, it just looks harder than what it is. They'd rather here than the rough any day.
He went for the brief swim there, Frank. He's trying to stay dry now.
He is, just trying to avoid water on the brain as well. This will take a good swing.
So this is his 4th shot after the last one found the water.
It's not all over, but right now, too, he's staring down the barrel of a very bad hole.
Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
He'll need to be strong with this. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a master class in short game.
Well, once he hit double the par, it's time to just pick up and move on. Settles in over the putt. So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Stepping up to the shot here at the 9th, it's a par 4, 390 yards.
It is anything other than straight off the tee because of all these sort of undulations and curvature on the fairway. You'd think well bunkered, but the last bunker on the right side there, longer hitters, they can nearly fly that, just over 300 yards. Either that, the shorter hitter just play to that fat area of the green. That'll be sort of some, 270 yards. That will take all the water out of play into a green that slopes back at you. So very good chance, even with a wedge in hand, to get the ball close. A good way to finish the front 9.
Well, that sets up well for a chance at the green here at the 9th. Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough.
Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle nose down.
Can't even see it from here.
Hazard.
Maybe wet. That's out of bounds, and it'll cost him a shot. Now on his 3rd shot after being penalized for going out of bounds.
Yeah, tough break, really, Rich, on that last shot. It just got away from him.
Pure strike, good result.
And that is close.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. That'll be 90 yards. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Frank, he might like this one. He might like... Oh, he's going to love it, Frank. And he has it, Frank.
I don't believe it.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Jonas attempting this for par. He'll take par and move on. Clean this up with a tap. That's 2 under par, playing well. Beginning the back nine here at Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada. Rich Lerner for EA Sports with my partner Frank Nobilo. Frank, tell us about the 10th hole.
Got to be careful here, Rich. That desert ridge on that right side, it sort of makes that fairway look smaller than exactly what it is. This fairway is about the same width as all the others, so just convince yourself that. Good drive down here is going to give you a second shot, a little bit uphill, into a green that sort of slopes away on about a 45-degree angle.
That was just a beautiful drive. And hit it solid and right in the middle.
You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
You know, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. They'll pay a little bit of a price for missing the fairway here because from that rough, you cannot control the spin on the golf ball. This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
From a perfect position, ready to play his next shot.
Rich, you cannot walk this golf course. As a matter of fact, you cannot use an electric cart around this golf course. You've got to use a gas cart. That's how hilly this golf course is.
I think you need an ATV, right? One of those all-terrain vehicles?
Or BMX, or no, not BMX, the
dirt bike.
The dirt bike, that's what you'd need.
Ricky Fowler would be good around here. Well, Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also Have to have imagination.
Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. Oh, I thought he had that. Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll settle. Getting set now over the putt. Missed putt and a drop shot here at the 10th. This is a par try for Jonas Blixt. That's how you maintain momentum and make those putts for par. He's putting for bogey now. Just a shade over par, +1. Has it, and he's 2 under par. On to the 11th hole, we're looking downhill, 215 yards to the green.
And this is one of the holes that you realize you're at Wolf Creek. You would never see this hole anywhere else in the world. It's amazing when you stand on this tee. You see all of the canyons around, but there is a little green area down there surrounded by a couple of bunkers. It's a great-looking par 3. It measures 215 yards, very playable, and you never know, today might be the day where you make birdie. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. That one ends up in the rough.
That went sideways. This ball never even looked like it was going down the fairway, hitting way right.
Slight miss, and they'll have to deal with some of the heavy grass. Not coming out of the rough here. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. You feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Surprise, surprise.
Just when you thought things were going to go the other way.
Here's the colorful Jonas Blixt. Good putter, and this is for par. Hard putt, soft hands, beautiful putt. Two under par for the round. Now to the par 5, 12th. Pretty big hole with a really big green.
And a really good blue area to the left, called water there. That's to be avoided off this tee, that's for sure. A good drive that avoids all of that. And then the hole is certainly reachable, but as you can see, water creeps in again, back right on this hole. So just don't get too cavalier here. A 5 wouldn't be the worst score. I know you want better, but believe me, seen many a 6s and 7s racked up here at 12.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough.
Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle nose down.
Can't even see it from here.
See that bit with a mow? That's fairway. Try and get it in there. Rich, do you think we should tell him this fairway out there?
Yeah, he's been in the rough all day long. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster instead. Actually, a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's doomed.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. He'll need to be strong with this. And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Blixt now ready for his third shot. This is a good-looking shot. Just want to nestle this one down to within a couple of feet. On the way.
Never looked like missing.
Settles in over the putt. Excellent roll to 3 under par. Blixt with a birdie attempt here. Well, thank you at last. A birdie. That was a long time coming, Frank.
Yeah, finally he strung some shots together. Now, if all of a sudden he can do the same on the next hole, he might just get a run going.
Oh, no, this one needs a break. This one looks like it's headed out of bounds. Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker.
This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Good contact, good result.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here. Just trying to aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a two-putt, well done.
17-foot putt here. Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Beginning the long climb back, now to 3 over par. This would be nice. Birdie on the card. See if he can make it. Beautifully done. That's a birdie. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Did the job right there. Now to the 14th hole, and Frank, this is probably the best par 4 here at Wolf Creek.
It's certainly the hole that they take the most photographs on, Rich, and you can see why. Great vantage point of the whole golf course. The hole's just sort of littered with bunkers down the left side, so you know where not to go once again. Go to the right side of that. Hole just keeps sort of hooking around that left side. It plays under 450 yards. It's fun. Just sort of draw it a little off the tee, draw it a little into the green, and you'll be fine.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards.
I'm loving that balance.
But that's the equivalent of a 98-mile-per-hour fastball in baseball. This one just smoked 325 yards. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Hunter Mahan, second shot. Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Frank, straight uphill with this approach shot, what do you have to factor in terms of club selection and setup over the ball?
We're going to have to take at least an extra club to make up for that added elevation. And also, it's tougher to get onto that front foot.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Getting set now over the putt.
Good read, good line, well played. It's no snack, though.
Just 5 feet left. Nice par to remain 1 under. He's putting for bogey now. -3 now for the round. Now to the short par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. What is this, Frank? Just a wedge or a 9-iron?
That's all, Rich, but it's very tempting to get greedy here. And, well, you pay the price, obviously, if you miss the green on the left down in those bunkers because they're a good 6-7 feet below the level of the green. But with a wedge or a 9-iron, who doesn't go aiming at the flag?
That will be a great look at birdie. 120 yards.
Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. Putting a good round together now at 4 under. Everybody loves them. Birdie on the card. Has it. And he's 2 under par. From a short par 3 to a short par 4. Just 393 yards here at the 16th, Frank.
And when you stand on this tee, this hole looks anything other than straight. Goes to the left and comes back to the right. But if you can just fixate at the green in the distance, you're actually going to look like a relatively straight par 4. And that's the way the hole should be played. Look at those first 2 bunkers that you see and just try and split those. Good tee shot here and nothing more than a wedge left into this green. Simplify it. That's the key.
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Not quite what he was hoping for, the tee shot in the bunker. What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea.
Well, too bad. He'll have to play from the bunker. 160 left. Knocks it up on the green. It is about 28 feet away from the hole. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
The second shot. After that tee shot, this now from 140 yards. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
Fairly long, 25-foot putt here. It's a good-looking putt right here. Oh, he's gonna love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
These putts keep the round together. Back to par for the round. Just a little tap in here. Well, too bad he gives one back. So 2 holes left to play. Now the final par 5 on the course, 562 yards, the 17th.
The drive looks relatively straightforward, and I say that because there's a little creek down there that obviously you have to stay short of. But that's the fun part. They want to keep you back in an area where you go, can I hit the second shot across the stream, across the water, and still keep it on the green? And the answer is, I don't know.
Not quite what he wanted. Tee shot is in the bunker. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. A bit unfortunate in the bunker, Frank.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his bunker play's like. This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Just a bit offline and into the bunker. Missed the fairway in the fairway bunker now.
It's not all gloom and doom, though. Lip isn't too high. A good swing here still shouldn't be a problem.
That ball is lost in the water. After hitting it in the drink, this is the fourth shot.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine. The scorecard is quickly adding up.
Well, given the choice, most players would rather play from the green grass versus the white sand.
Yeah, there was no advantage to try and take that much more out of that fairway bunker. Couldn't reach the green. It's a smart play. Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. So, dropped the shot after ending up in the water on that recent miscue. So the previous shot into the drink, this now the fourth shot.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Well, that's how you keep a round going, make putts just like that. One of the game's rising stars, Jonas Blixt, originally from Sweden, has this for par. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Shouldn't be a problem here. That's how you maintain momentum and make those putts for par. 18th hole, and Frank, again, a good scoring opportunity. Short par 4.
Yeah, if you looked at the scorecard, you think you could drive this green, but one quick look at the trouble in front and to the right of the screen, and you realize that's probably not the prudent play. Really, something 230, 240 yards off the tee in that vicinity is going to leave you just a flick wedge into this green. It is a rather narrow green, but from that distance, you'd expect to hit it close.
Good news is, was able to retrieve the golf ball.
Yeah, on dry land, and can he carry it this time, though?
Third shot now, after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for.
That's been the story of the day, hacking it out of the rough.
Going to have grass stains on the shoes come the end.
Extra stroke at it after going into the water. So hit the previous shot in the water, took a drop. This now the third shot.
This has to go in the hazard.
Needs to get up or it's... Frank, we've all been there. You hit one in the water, you're down. How do you regroup?
You've got to start from scratch again. Everybody's going to hit bad shots. That's just the nature of the game. But compounding mistakes, that's the problem that you want to avoid.
Now on to his third shot after the last one went into the water. This is a good-looking shot. Finished with a very respectable 69 for the day. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Settles in over the putt. Drops it, and he's at even par. So just a formality here. -3 now for the round. Frank, just some great golf here today.
Yeah, that's a round to remember. Not often you play that well and you feel like you were head and shoulders above the rest of the field.
What a thrill to watch. And for Frank Navalo and our entire team, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.